few years ago, Adam and I went to Sun Mountain and we had the best muffin for breakfast. It was full of things like fruits and vegetables and nuts and dried fruits and coconut, and it was so good. Now, I've been recreating it ever since, and I thought, let's make it this week because it's perfect for meal prep. So I've already started by grating 1 apple, which is like ½ cup of grated apple, and I did 1 carrot because it's about 1 cup of carrot, and that's all I'm looking for. I have pretty big carrots. You may need 1, you may need 2. You figure it out. And then I chopped up some pecans, and then we're gonna get our dry ingredients going because we're gonna blend all that first and then get our wet ingredients. All right, we're gonna start with 2 cups of flour and ½ cup sugar, and then we're gonna add our baking soda, baking powder, and cinnamon. One of the nice things about adding so much fruit to this is that you don't need that much added sugar. You're getting all the sugar from the fruits. All right, the dry ingredients are all blended in there, and now we're gonna add to it our carrot that we pre-grated, our apple that we pre-grated, and some chopped nuts. And I'm gonna throw some raisins in here. You can use any kind of dried fruit, really. I just really like a raisin, so I'm putting that in here, but chopped apricots or currants or even craisins all work. And then we're gonna blend this together and then get our wet ingredients ready. All right, once the dry ingredients are blended with the fruit, we're gonna get our wet ingredients going. So that's gonna be coconut oil, 3 eggs, vanilla, and the pineapple that we're gonna mix together. And then we'll add it into our dry mixture that we just made. All right, I overflowed my bowl a little bit. So we're gonna add it to a different mixing bowl so we can actually beat this up before it goes into the dry mixture. All right, now it's time to blend our wet ingredients into our dry ingredients. And we're gonna just barely go until it's starting to hold together. You can finish it with just a spatula because we don't wanna overmix this. We want it to stay really light and fluffy and airy. As airy as can be anyway with all these very heavy ingredients. All right, when all the ingredients are blended together, I'm gonna scoop it into lined muffin tins. You don't have to line them, you can just spray them down with oil. But I'm gonna use these for meal prep this week, and so having them in liners is really handy for that. This makes about 18 muffins, so be prepared with 2 muffin tins, or be prepared to hustle and make 2 batches. And these bake at 350 for 15 to 20 minutes. Keep an eye on them, you don't want them to dry out. I'm gonna fill these like 3/4 of the way. They don't rise a ton, so you don't need to give them a lot of space, but they will rise a little bit. So don't overfill your tins. These muffins are a go-to for our meal prep for the week, and they're so handy to have and full of delicious stuff, so you don't feel that bad about starting your morning with a muffin, and sometimes you do. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, follow, and I will see you back here next week.